Hello, and welcome to In-Depth Item Review. Today, we will be looking at Crown of the Shattered Queen. Added to the game in patch 11.23, this item has found a very safe spot for casters in the current meta. It is a defense-oriented mythic item that shuts down assassins and lets a mage play more aggressively as a result. The items needed to craft a Crown of the Shattered Queen are a Lost Chapter, a Kindle Gem, an Amplifying Tome, and 265 gold for a total cost of 2,800 gold. The stats granted by this item are 60 ability power, 20 ability haste, 250 health, and 600 mana. The Ornn variant of this item is named Seisura, and it grants an additional plus 10 ability power, plus 5 ability haste, plus 100 health, and plus 200 mana. The unique passive for Crown of the Shattered Queen is called Safeguard. This mythic grants the user an effect that will reduce any incoming champion damage by 75%, which, after taking damage from an enemy champion, will fade after 1.5 seconds. After 40 seconds of not taking damage from an enemy champion, this safeguard will refresh. It is important to note that CC without damage will not break the shield, such as Vygar's Cage. While safeguarded, you gain 10 to 40 ability power based on level, which will persist for 3 seconds after the safeguard is broken. This mythic item grants the user an additional 1% bonus movement speed, as well as 8 ability power for each legendary item the user possesses. Heyo, so now that you're a bit comfortable with what the item actually does, we'll talk about what characters it can be most useful on, what ones it's situational for, and what ones it's like a great pick for, as well as who not to use it on. So, this is the champion tier list that I have come up with myself for Crown of the Shattered Queen. The best in slot item probably for Anivia, Aurelian Soul, Cassiopeia, Kassadin, Sona, strangely enough, Victor, Xerath, and Ziggs. The only one who the probably best in slot is interesting on, I believe, out of this list for safe mages is going to be Sona. Sona is a strange case in the fact that she is a support, however she utilizes the AP very well, she always needs that more mana, and a lot of the support items don't really feel that great on her, save for maybe Moonstone Renewer. Other than that though, everyone else, Burst Mage, wants to stay safe. Some of them are damage over time mages and control mages like Anivia and Aurelian Soul, whereas Kassadin, he wants to burst and get in and out while staying safe, so that Crown helps him negate that damage until he can hop back out of the fight. Also probably the best in slot for Victor right now, he is actually getting pretty strong in the meta currently. Victor feels just really, really good overall with it. I've played a couple of matches with it now, it's very fun. Crown is going to be a great option for all the other mages down here as well. So you have Ari, you have Annie, Heimerdinger, Vhagar, Talia. Silas is a kind of interesting one in the fact that he's kind of like Kassadin. He wants to get in and out very fast. However, there are items like Riftmaker or Ludens that can really help out his damage and help out his burst, because he might need the raw stats behind it, whereas Crown doesn't give that high of raw stats. Another weird option on the great options list is actually going to be Kai'Sa. Kai'Sa is a strange case because a lot of people are building her AP. I personally don't like AP Kai'Sa. I don't feel that ADCs, with the exceptions of maybe like a Wit's End and potentially a Nashor's, are okay options for them because they give the attack speed. You're still feeling like a marksman, but a lot of people are getting into the full AP mindset for ADCs, and I think it's a fringe case. Anyways, kind of situational on other burst mages. So Zoe, Twisted Fate, Lilia, Janna, Evelyn, and Akali. These people, they want to be able to get in and out. However, they really rely on that burst. So like with Zoe, she's going to rely way more on like a Night Harvester or Ludens to really burst down the target fast rather than trying to stay safe herself. She's looking to stay far back enough to where she's just going to use her R to hop in. She already has kind of a way out, so she doesn't need that extra help. People like Janna, it's an okay item on her. You're really only going to use it if you have a lot of people probably diving you, just to keep you alive longer so you can ult them away and whatnot. Akali, she has a million mythics that you can make use of. And then you have people who are better options for, so stuff like Gwen, stuff like Yuumi, especially Yuumi. I've seen someone on Yuumi build Crown, and I just have to wonder why. You're not really going to be the one who's going to be getting in and getting hit. The only situation I see it really helpful for is if you're like going to jump off your ADC to take an Ezreal ult for them. But if that's the case, they're going to get hit by it anyways. Maybe you jump off for a Jinx rocket. I don't know. It doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to me. Cases like Teemo, just better mythics. You have Leandries, you have Ludens, you have Night Harvester, you have Riftmaker even, if you're going to press the attack Teemo. All the champions on here, you're probably going to find a better mythic option. Very rarely would you ever build Crown on one of these ones. And then you have your memeable picks. You have your full AP Alistair, full AP Malphite, you have AP MF. Varus is an interesting one. Varus, I feel, can make use of Crown if you're going with that weird bursty AP build with his W. I don't believe they've nerfed that again. I would have to go look, but I haven't seen it very often. Kog'Maw is also a very interesting case in that he wants to stay safe, but also if you're building AP on Kog'Maw, you already are looking to just spam R from super far away. So unless they have like a Zed or someone who's going to like get in from Fog of War and try to one-shot you, probably you're going to go with a different mythic item for Kog'Maw, like Ludens. You also have a weird case of AP Cho'Gath. I have not seen any Cho'Gath build Crown yet, but I'm sure I'll eventually find someone in a lower elo game that I end up playing that will build one. And then you have your list of champions who you will not build this on. And when I say not build this on, I mean please don't build this on them. Anyone who is pretty much full AD, who you're not even going to attempt to build AP on, people who don't have any AP scalings, and then you have people who do have AP scalings, like Mordekaiser is a good one. However, he's not going to be looking for Crown. He is looking for something that will help him duel an enemy. Crown doesn't really fulfill that niche for him. Other than that, people like Nunu, you have better tank options. People like Nidalee, she just wants either pure damage or she wants something else. Unless you're going like a weird bruiser Nidalee, you probably do not build that on her. AP Shaco. Fuck AP Shaco. Moving on. Let's see, who else is on this list? We have... all of them are pretty much AD, except with the exception of Zac. Zac is an interesting case where you're probably going to build him more tank anyways. If you're building him AP, you're probably going to go for a full AP one-shot build, so Night Harvester, something along those lines. AP Volibear, better items again. The new champion Zeri, I haven't seen anyone build them on her. I don't think her AP scalings are all that amazing on her passive, but even if you are going to build AP on her, you're probably just going to build, like, you know, that full damage. This item is not for that full damage, oh my god, kind of dream. Other than that, yeah, all the people kind of make sense up on this list, especially the best in slot people. Other than that, let you guys know what you think down in the comments below. Remember to have a fantastic rest of your day. Peace out.